Hello, in this video we will look at a very important concept of internal rate of return. Well, internal rate of return in essence is the rate that you as an investor get ultimately on what you invest. Now, in order to have a better understanding, let's take an example. Now let us say we have this guy called Rohit who needs 1 lakh rupees after 10 years. And after quite a lot of analysis, he has shortlisted two plans, but among them he is unable to take a final decision. Well, plan A asks him to invest rupees 10,000 for first 5 years at beginning of each year. And plan B asks him to invest rupees 6,000 at beginning of each year for all the years. And both are promising to him that they'll give him 1 lakh if the growth rate is 10%. If they are able to grow by 10%, Rohit would have a fund value of 1 lakh in either of the plans. Now, if we have a quick look at both the plans again, company A promises that you pay 10,000, which means in next 5 years I will pay 50,000 to company A. So probably the marketing point of company A is you pay me 50,000, I give you back 1 lakh. Whereas for a similar thing in company B, I will have to invest 60,000 because I'm going to invest for 10 years. But yeah, company B has one advantage, which is having lesser initial outgo and hence a lesser burden. But are these the points on which we need to take a final call? First, either of the companies, both of these companies have something called as charges, which are hidden somewhere in between. So let us have a closer look at these charges. Here are various charges that these both plans have, which are not very clear, not very understandable, etc. But the good news is that you don't really have to understand them. Yeah, that's right, you don't really have to understand them. What you need to understand is overall impact or total effect that these charges will have on your investment. So instead of understanding each and every charge and trying to be a great mathematician trying to calculate effect of these charges on your portfolio, let's just look at overall effect. And to do this, we can take help of IRR function in a spreadsheet. So here in this spreadsheet, let us calculate which plan is better for us. Let us make three columns, one column for years, which will denote the cash flows, next column for cash flow of plan A, and the next column for cash flow of plan B. Well, since we are starting to invest from beginning of years, the first contribution will be made at time 0, which is beginning of year 1, and the next contribution at time 1, which is beginning of year 2 and end of year 1. The money is going to come to us at end of year 10, so which is denoted by number 10, and hence we'll scroll down to 10. So these are our cash flows. Beginning at first year is the first investment, and the money coming in at the end of 10th year. Well, as far as plan A is concerned, we are going to invest rupees 10,000 and this rupees 10,000 is going to be invested for first 5 years at beginning of each year, which means we'll plot this 10,000 from 0 to 4 because 4 represents beginning of 5th year. And another important thing is, since this money is cash outflow, it has to be denoted as negative, because in Excel sheet all cash outflows have to be denoted with an Excel sheet. Thereafter we need to put in zeros wherever no cash flow is going to happen. Please note, it is very important to have a zero down there. You can't leave it blank. In the 10th year, we are essentially going to get back rupees 1 lakh. So since this is a cash inflow, we will mark it with a positive sign. Now, after having done this, the next thing that we need to do is find IRR of this. Now, once cash flows are put in, finding IRR is very simple. All you need to do is start with typing an is equal to and type IRR. Caps don't matter. You can type in small caps, you can type in large caps, or you can also type in mixed caps. I small r doesn't really matter. After having typed IRR, open the bracket and type in the values. Now you could type in value one by one, but that would be unnecessary painful exercise. So what you can do is instead select the first one and press shift and down arrow key till the last one. So essentially H3 to H13, H3 colon H13. Close the bracket and press enter. And you see the rate of return is 8.95. Now this brings us to another important thing. The company was telling us that the rate of return is 10%. Now this means that when company earns 10% return on your funds, they will pass back 8.95% to you. The total impact of all those charges, whatever the company was levying, is 1.05%, because that much amount is lost in charges for you. Now let's repeat this process for cash flow of company B, which will have a clearer understanding of IRR. So the first cash flow minus 6,000, rupees will be dragged down because investment is made at beginning of each year for 10 years. So 0, which is beginning of first year, to 9, which is the beginning of 10th year. So that's making 10 investments, and at the end of 10 investments, at the end of 10th year, you will get back rupees 1 lakh. Now finding IRR, quite simple, is equal to IRR, choosing the values, in this case starting from I3, pressing shift and down arrow key till the time we reach the I13th column. And then what you will discover is that second plan is actually offering a better rate of return, 0.16% higher return than plan A. So essentially, going by the rate of return, that is certainly a better plan. Now one more very important thing which I want to tell you is that I have set my Excel sheet to do the 2 decimals for rate. But generally, whenever you calculate rate in any form in Excel sheet, it rounds off. So generally you might have found 9% as the answer for both A and B. Make sure whenever you calculate rate, when you find that it is in round numbers, expand it to at least 2 decimal places. So in a snapshot, uses of IRR are two. One, you can quickly compare various investment options. By plotting down the cash flows and finding out which is giving a better return to you. And second, you can calculate actual returns on the plans which you are going to get. A company is going to offer 10, 15, 20, doesn't really help much for you. Okay, post all charges, what is it that net you will get is something which is quite important to understand as an investor.